Google's new Veo updates promise the best AI video ever. Spotify announces a new AI-powered team-up with the major labels. And a Canadian AI data center boom getting local pushback. All that and more is coming up right now. When you hear that Google's Veo video model has gone from 3 to 3.1, you might think that sounds like an incremental change, no big deal, nothing to get excited about. But oh boy, not only have they introduced some new features, but some of the features that were only available on other versions of the model have now been brought up to date with the latest update. Let's check this out. Now, the very first thing that I want to do is a simple one-to-one comparison. So let's take this Veo 3 clip that we made in a demo a few weeks ago of this robot teddy bear cooking eggs. And then he goes to flip the eggs, and they flip beautifully, but then the yolks ricochet out of the pan. Now let's see if 3.1 is going to do a better job. So I'm going to click that reuse prompt. Now you'll notice when I come down here, you can't even choose 3 anymore. You still got Veo 2, but Veo 3 is not even there anymore. 3.1 is the option now. So I will say yes to that, and I will click go, and we're going to see what we get. All right, we got our results. Let's see. How's he doing flipping the eggs? Oh. You might say that's worse. And let's see how he's doing with example number 2. Okay, the eggs are up. Weird. Okay, so is it the thing that for complicated action just ain't got the sauce? Let's try one more time. This time I added some text to the prompt to try to make it even more clear. Instead of just saying that he flips eggs, I added that he's holding the frying pan, that he flips them, that he catches them in the frying pan. Let's see how we do. I like the sound effects on that one. He looks proud of himself. Let's see result number 2 here. Where'd the frying pan even go? Oh, and then it's back. Okay, so that's as close as we've come, except that the frying pan disappeared. Okay, so far this is strike 1 for Veo 3.1. Now let's try this other one where we were having the bear run across a roof and jump across a gap to the next roof. Same thing, I'll click reuse prompt. 3.1 fast is selected. I'm not changing the prompt at all. I'm just clicking go. I'm believing in you, Veo 3.1. All right, let's see how he's looking going for a run and jumping across the buildings. Big leap. Oh, and the building falls apart. A double leap. Now he's running. Look at him go. All right, let's do the second one. Run, jump, leap. Oh, that's a pretty dope leap. Land. Oh, did he just land on the same building he jumped off of? Let's take another look here. He goes up. And it kind of looks like the roof that he jumped off of moved down and around so that he could land on it. But the leap looked good. Ingredients to video is a feature that was previously only available in Veo 2. They hadn't brought it up to Veo 3, but now it's here in Veo 3.1. This allows you to give it up to 3 images of things that you want to have appear in the video, and then it'll take them and put this different from start frame. It's not a matter of just taking the image you give it and turning it into a video. It's a matter of taking the elements from these images you're giving it and creating something new with them. So I'm going to give them this photo of Yonge Street in Toronto, the longest street in the world, so they say. This image of the car from last week's demo, and the image of the robot teddy bear from a few weeks ago. So it should be just as simple as selecting ingredients to video right there. And then we drag in our images. I'm just going to type the prompt. And let's see how we do. All right, so we gave it the prompt that we're going to do a tracking shot, sticking with the cars. It zooms down the street and narrowly avoids hitting the bear as the bear's trying to cross. Let's see how we do. Press play. Oh, nice skids. Oh, there's the bear. Oh, Guess the bear disappeared and then reappeared in the car. This business when he's not going to stand for it and he jumps on the car is kind of nice. But like we said last week, like you're never actually going to use the full 5 seconds in anything you're making that you're going to use this for, right? So for just that brief moment, if I was making a project, that bear stepping into the car and like, excuse me, and not letting him go would be pretty cool. All right, let's see how we do with the second result. Okay, he's skidding, he's careening, and he stopped. Now he's having a showdown with the bear, and he's running away from the bear. You know what, let's run this one more time. I gotta see what the next results are gonna look. There you go. Okay, he's skidding along. He hit the bear. And then the bear kind of gets glitchy at the end there. I'm a little bit surprised at that. I'm also surprised at the bear's face on that shot. Let's take a look at the other one. Oh, he's backing up. Spinning around. Okay, now the bear's chasing him. He's getting away from the bear. Okay, so he has already nearly missed the bear. Now the bear's coming for revenge. I've been really looking forward to trying the frames to video with 3.1. Previously, end frames only worked with Veo 2, but now it's part of 3.1. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this start frame that I got of this handsome devil quintessential show host man. And then I took that image and I put it into Nano Banana inside of Gemini, and I said, show me this guy floating through space. So we're going to use those as our start and end frames and see what kind of video we get. So here we got to select frames to video right there. For my start frame, I'll select that guy. And for my end frame, you'll edit this and make. I type in my prompt and click go. So we got our results, and let's see. Ooh. All right, cool. That was all right. And let's see this one. Now, if I really wanted to make that transition happen a little better when the walls are getting blasted away, I could do more prompting. I could change the prompt, whatever. But for the demo, you get the idea. Start and end frames are awesome. So there's our first look at Google Veo 3.1, the new image model inside of Google Flow. Get in there, try it for yourself, and as always, make sure you show me what you make. Now let's see what's going on around the world of AI. Adobe has just unveiled AI Foundry. It's a new platform that lets companies train generative AI on their own branding, products, and IP. Now, it's a move that cements Adobe as a creative infrastructure provider, not just a software suite. Now, for businesses, it signals a shift from renting generic AI tools to owning bespoke creative systems built around their brand DNA. I don't know if you're using the Sora app, but you've definitely seen the videos of Martin Luther King on social media, either cutting a WWE Raw promo or giving his famous I Have a Dream speech with the context completely changed. Now, after backlash over these depictions, OpenAI has paused Sora generations depicting historical figures, and they promised new ethical guardrails before resuming. Now, the Sora incident exposes a fault line between creative freedom and historical respect, and as generative video goes mainstream, authenticity checks will become as critical as visual quality. Wikipedia says that it's losing clicks as search engines deliver AI-powered summaries and TikTok-style video replaces reading. Now, platforms argue that users still get knowledge just faster, but Wikimedia warns that without traffic to their site, the volunteer-driven ecosystem that trains AI itself could collapse. Now, experts have described this by saying that the web's original source layer is eroding. AI may be winning attention, but without new support models, the human infrastructure behind factual content could vanish. Spotify made headlines this week announcing that they're teaming up with the major record labels to create artist-first AI music products. Now, the announcement was vague, but we did some digging to try to find out what they really mean. Now, the deal isn't about Spotify launching an AI hitmaker. It's about building the rules, tools, and infrastructure for how AI and music will coexist. Spotify and the labels are laying the groundwork for opt-in cloning and remix tools, licensing dashboards, new AI-powered fan experiences, and perhaps most crucially, a precedent for consensual AI in creative industries. It's about positioning Spotify as the middle layer between AI music and the rights holders who fear it. Now, if it's successful, this could become the blueprint for how every creative platform integrates AI. Canada is racing to attract big tech's AI data centers who are lured by cheap hydropower and a cool climate. Now, Microsoft alone is investing over $1 billion in new facilities in Canada, each potentially consuming billions of liters of municipal water a year. That's why local communities are pushing back, warning that these jobs of the future could drain water supplies in drought-prone regions. The AI boom is colliding with real-world limits. Canada's AI gold rush is on, but for all the talk of the cloud, AI still runs on land, power, and water. And Canada's new data center boom is a reminder that even digital revolutions leave a footprint. And that's the show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Once again, wednesdAI.com is where you go for the full experience. The whole news show every Wednesday on YouTube. The news coming at you daily on Instagram Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. We're all over social media. Link up, send us a message. If you're making something cool with AI, send me the link. I got to check it out. We'll see you here again in a week.